Hello and welcome to today's Abhigyan's Point. And what I'm going to talk about today is something I've spoken about it in the past, and of course on different platforms. But I still feel the need for it to be reinstated. Really, the basic question we want to ask, all of you want to ask, and I ask myself, and I ask it through you as well. Can India's political class prioritize what to fight? Is it ready to fight Corona, or is it far more interested in fighting amongst themselves? Well, I've been saying this right from looking at the situation in Kolkata to Delhi. The answer is very clear, and it seems for now that the Indian political class is far more interested in fighting amongst themselves, while it also claims and while it also is doing whatever it is doing to fight Corona. Can this situation change? Sadly, it doesn't look to me that the situation is changing. The recent addition to the entire situation of this battle, the political class battle, and of course, different parties battling the BJP and vice versa, and of course, now Congress also in the same picture, is this whole toolkit episode. Now, this whole toolkit episode is, of course, a straight political battle because the BJP claim that Congress has got a toolkit in place which is designed to defame the Prime Minister. Now, this is a serious charge that the BJP made on the Congress, and the Congress in return did a press conference to say, no, this is absolutely fake. We've done nothing like this. There is no toolkit that is prepared. In fact, it's absolutely fake. Now, how do we get to know? The only way for the truth to come out or the whole story to come out, whether there was a toolkit ever, whether that toolkit was fake, whether the BJP's charge is correct, whether the Congress reaction is correct, of course, is going to be through a police investigation. Can that happen? Can that happen as fast as possible? Can we all come to a knowledge ground about a situation which we don't know? But these are such serious political charges, and this is what is now becoming an issue that is being debated. So we've completely sidelined for some days. I'm saying, I'm not totally, because that's something which is the core issue. A vaccine shortage. How is the vaccination program going to accelerate? How will be the procurement of vaccine? Pricing still not being fixed. What about the new manufacturing? There are so many questions that constantly come to your mind. But all of a sudden, you see development in politics in India, which all of a sudden put these issues on the back burner. And it might be even for a very little period of time. Such issue is now the toolkit issue. Now, how do we find the reality of this toolkit? It can only be through an investigation done by the police or Congress, of course, saying that this is completely fake. We've never done anything like this. And of course, BJP saying it was all designed to defame the Prime Minister. Congress doesn't want to operate in any kind of national interest. It's not concerned about Corona. Not all this, I had said earlier, will happen. And I again repeat, when I say this, you don't feel very nice about saying any of these things, will also continue. So my moot question still is that even after all this, even after these developments, even after social media battles, even after arguments in television studios, even after press conferences, can there be some sort of a uniformity of a situation from India's political class of fighting Corona? First, of course, there was battle between centre and state. It started right when the second wave peaked. Then, of course, it was about the availability of vaccines. States turned around and said the centre is not providing them vaccine. So much of this has been going back and forth while we, as a country, are still continuing to battle Corona. So it is, for me, very clearly a situation from the political side of India of misplaced priorities. And I personally feel, and this is just a point that I'm making, I hope it changes. That's the best. But I do not see that happening. I hope that more political battles don't get much space. And what does get space is the Corona battle in simple words. But that's my point. I don't think that happening.